What was kind of like your thought process from one agency job to another? Or what is, I guess, your internal decision-making process of when is a good time to actually get another job? And what ultimately was the calling for you to kind of leave the agency world and work at a company like ZoomInfo?
The end goal for me was always to wind up back in-house. Because I started in-house, I knew that that was the path for me, like the end goal. But I also wanted to get as much exposure to different things as I possibly could. And so I went really small boutique agency, really large agency. I've done, a Waters Corporation, right? You're talking biotech, med device. I could talk to you for days about liquid chromatography and mass spectrometry. And then over to the SaaS side of things, really it's my desire and natural curiosity for different exposure, but then also following people and some of my mentors throughout my career, right? So you could say it's by luck or by chance or fate, if you will. The agency that placed me at Staples was the Davis Companies. I ended up working at the Davis Companies after I left Kelley Services. Davis gave me a call and recruited me over to them. One of their larger clients went to Waters Corporation, followed, some of the people that I knew from my network to ZoomInfo. So it's intentional, but also by chance, right? Like I'm just paying attention to those special moments and trying not to say no, right? So I really stretch myself to take on that next new thing. And to answer your question, I never really know until it happens. I don't know, I'm ready necessarily to make the next move or do the next thing until it's kind of in front of me and I have that choice in the decision tree. It's kind of like, when you're a kid reading like the Goosebumps books and you kind of pick your own destiny. Until I'm at the page where I have that decision tree, I don't really know.
But I think what's really cool, Kate, is you've done a great job in really almost creating just like a Swiss Army knife of skill set or foundation, right? You don't just have in-house experience. You don't just have agency, of a little bit of both, but not just that, from enterprise to boutiques, right? And also working on positions and across different markets and sectors to really give you like a holistic understanding. And so now someone who's like a director of global talent acquisition at a large company info, how helpful was it to have like the agency experience retrospectively, like looking back at your career versus like if you've done versus all the jobs that you've done after Staples, you just stuck with in-house?
It's been invaluable. That's where, like I said, I got all of the real fundamentals of each different vertical and aspect, and I got the exposure to many different ways of doing things. And that's where it's been that experience and exposure has been able to help me take a step back and say like, okay, what is the right scenario to apply here to this moment? Because I've been exposed to so many different types of solutions. I don't just have that one decision tree in front of me, right? Because this is the way that I've always known. I've had a little bit broader exposure, so I've been able to take all of those experiences into account.